Hey everyone. Today, we're talking about different major operating systems, from Windows to Linux, Mac OS, iOS, Android, and more. I'll break them down in simple, easy to understand terms so you can know what makes each one unique. Let's start with Windows. It's probably the most widely used OS in the world, created by Microsoft, first released in 1985 as Windows 1.0. Back then, it was just a basic graphical interface on top of MS-DOS. Over the years, it grew into a full OS, with versions like Windows 95, XP, 7, 10, and now Windows 11. Windows is popular because it's versatile and runs on almost any PC or laptop. You can use it for gaming, office work, or even programming. Plus, its interface is beginner-friendly. But Windows has some downsides. It can be heavy on older hardware, frequent updates can feel annoying, and security is always a concern since it's the main target for viruses. And of course, the infamous blue screen of death. Next, we have Mac OS, created by Apple for Mac computers. Unlike Windows, Mac OS only runs on Apple devices, which allows for smooth performance and stability. It's a favorite for creatives, video editors, graphic designers, and musicians, thanks to apps like Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, and GarageBand. If you have other Apple devices, like an iPhone, syncing files and messages is seamless. Battery life is usually better too. The downside? It's expensive, not great for gaming, and some professional software is limited. Now, let's talk Linux. Linux isn't a single OS, it's a family of distributions, or distros, created in 1991 by Linus Torvalds as a free, open-source alternative. Linux is lightweight, secure, and flexible. You can run it on old computers, high-performance servers, or even modify it yourself. Some distros, like Ubuntu, are user-friendly, while others, like CentOS, are designed for servers and pros. Linux powers programming, cybersecurity, and massive servers, think Google, Facebook, and even NASA. But for beginners, Linux can be tricky. Its interface is different, many distros use text-based commands, and most mainstream apps are made for Windows or Mac. Then there's Chrome OS, developed by Google. It's lightweight, cloud-based, and designed mainly for browsing, streaming, and using web apps. It comes on affordable Chromebooks, boots up fast, updates automatically, and is very secure. You can even run Android apps through the Google Play Store. The downside? It relies heavily on the internet, doesn't support full desktop apps like Photoshop, and isn't made for high-end gaming or heavy multitasking. Android is Google's open-source OS for smartphones. It's customizable, supports millions of apps via Google Play, and powers phones from Samsung, Xiaomi, and many more. You can get budget-friendly devices or high-end flagships, and customize almost everything, from themes to launchers. The drawbacks? Not all devices get updates, bloatware is common, and it's generally less optimized than iOS, so some apps may lag. iOS, Apple's mobile OS, powers iPhones and iPads. Since it only runs on Apple devices, Apple controls both hardware and software, making it stable, secure, and well supported for years. The App Store is curated, apps often launch first on iOS, and it integrates perfectly with other Apple products. Downsides? It's restrictive, iPhones are expensive, storage can't be expanded, and customization is limited. Unix is one of the oldest operating systems and influenced many modern OSs. Developed in the late 1960s at Bell Labs, it was designed for multi-user, multitasking environments, mainly for servers and high-end computing. Unix isn't common among everyday users. It's mostly used in corporate servers, banking systems, and scientific research. For example, the National Weather Service uses Unix to process huge amounts of data for weather forecasting. Finally, there's BSD, a Unix-based OS from UC Berkeley in the 1970s. It's mostly used by tech experts for servers, networking, and embedded systems. BSD is efficient and reliable, and you'll find it powering things like PlayStation consoles, Netflix's servers, and advanced firewalls. Popular versions include FreeBSD, OpenBSD, and NetBSD. And that's a quick tour of the major operating systems. Windows for versatility, Mac OS for creativity, Linux for power and servers, Chrome OS for simplicity, Android and iOS for mobile, and Unix and BSD for the tech pros. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tech explained simply.